parkour update. I'm trying to reacquaint myself with the game. I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to be reacquainting myself with the games so that way I can have a better understanding of the different changes that will be made to the parkour. I mean, I put in probably what is it, guys? I say 600 hours. Maybe it just feels like 600 hours I've been playing this game. Maybe it's closer to 400. I don't know anymore. Yeah, because I tell people I played 600 hours between the PS4 and the PS5 of this game. And then I got to thinking, maybe maybe it just feels like 600 hours of my life that I've played this game. But yeah, I'm going to be spending some time playing Dying Light 2. But yeah, I have some reservations about what I saw in that presentation, that small little commercial. I saw the roaming volatiles. We've seen that before. Do you remember? Maybe some of you don't remember the update way, way, way back. I did a video. It was one of the most popular videos on my channel at the time. And it was essentially this promise that they made the knights more aggressive. So we went out on the streets, remember? And so far it like there was it did feel like the knight was more aggressive. And then we got up on the roof, and there was a freaking volatile, man. A freaking volatile right there on the roof. And it kind of chased us into this area. And then its foot got stuck on part of the roof. So it was just kind of like running in one place until like it corrected itself and then it ran off. Do you guys remember that? I mean, I remember that. It was just like, you know, it was just like whatever. It was a cool moment, and then the game it got ruined by this volatile getting like his foot got stuck or something. So we have had this promise before that they were gonna make the night scarier, more aggressive, and it was incredibly underwhelming. But this time it's going to be different because this time they really, really mean it. Right? So, yeah, but you know, I'm coming from the position of we've seen this before. We've seen this promise before. I can't remember what update that was because there's been so many with this game, so many. Okay. Now my second hesitation with because I want to be excited. I really do. My second hesitation with that excitement is toward the end it showed you a date, like a window of time between June 29th and what was it, July 13th? So my question is, how much of that good night and good luck update is simply just going to be a limited time? Like, you know what I mean? Like darker nights, roaming volatiles, which technically there were already roaming volatiles, which again, as I stated, they had rolled out a patch, guys, last year where you would see volatiles in random places. I'm assuming now they're more mobile. Like they're going to actually walk around. So are you telling me that the volatiles would just stand in one place? That would make sense for what I've seen them do on the streets. So maybe, right, the roaming volatiles simply actually roam this time. They're not just randomly put on the map to stand around and pick their nose until you come by. So maybe that's the big change. But anyway, I'm just curious, like, what part of that we saw was an event, and what part of that is going to be for real. Like it's here to stay. So maybe that's something they're going to clear up with when they discuss this new patch rollout. I think we should all be hanging on their word, every word, to see like what part of that was like for real in terms of game update and what part of that was not in fact part. It's just part of some community event. I have zero desire to participate in any community events in this game. Most of them are just not good. It's just they're just I don't know. They showed that weapon. It's like a big crossbow, and they hinted to that being a reward. That would probably be an incentive, maybe, if I know like there's something like you can really earn something cool, right? Because most of the time I never side with the PKs because I don't care about their crossbow. Um, I think I sided with them one time and that was it, and all the times I've played this game. So I don't know. I might try the community event, but for the most part, I may skip it. But yeah, I'm going to be checking out the new parkour system and we'll be looking at the night mechanics. They said they're going to scare us. So far, I am a little scared. I'm scared that half of what we saw in that little commercial is going to be only within the window of June 29th and July 13th. If you want to scare my pants off, that would be a way to do it. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share my initial thoughts about the "Good Night, Good Luck" commercial that they launched like 2 hours ago. I don't know. Again, we've had this promise before, guys. They overhauled the Knights once before, about a year ago. Um, which I guess you could say baby steps because were not the volatiles were not even outside before the patch. So I guess having them randomly standing around in the map, picking their nose, waiting for you to come by, I guess that's better than nothing. um, Another question I have. I noticed the volatiles are very easy to kill. Are they going to change that? Are they going to make the volatiles harder to kill? Especially in Game Plus mode. I think they need to be. One of the things that made volatiles incredibly scary was you really, like a lot of times, you really felt like you had no choice. You had to run because they absorbed so much, like they absorbed damage and they just shrugged it off like it was nothing, especially the higher tier volatiles. Running was your only option unless you wanted to sink all your resources into killing one volatile. And I promise you, all the commotion of that would probably bring more, right? So, yeah, that's another thing I'm curious about. Are they going to make volatiles hard to kill? Because again, and like the last few volatiles that I've killed in Dying Light 2, I can't help but notice they're just slightly tankier than the infected. Other than that, they're kind of a breeze to kill, which does not make them threatening at all. So I'm just curious. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be spending some time with Dying Light 2. I'm not gonna lie to you, that doesn't sound like a good time to me. But I'm hoping that Techland is trying to win me and thousands upon thousands more like me trying to win us back over. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, hopefully Techland's up to the challenge because it might take a lot to convince me that I want to spend more time in Villador than I already have. So I'm open to it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I want to just share my thoughts about the commercial and my concerns about what I think they're trying to show there. As far as the community maps, they say they're going to bring that stuff to console. What do you mean, Techland? You mean, is it going to be like free access to these community maps, or is this a deal you worked out with community creators to where we have to actually spend money to play in the worlds they design? I don't know how I feel about that. I never partook in the community maps with the original Dying Light. Uh, all depending on what map, maybe I'll be into it, you know? Uh, I'm sure there's a lot of talented map creators out there, and they're just waiting to dazzle us with their ideas, and I think that's fabulous. Giving the community an opportunity to flex their creative side. That's fantastic. So maybe some of those maps will pique my interest, but mostly I'm just curious uh, with Dying Light 2 itself, right? So, but anyway, that's all I've got for now. You all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Wait a minute, I used to have a catchphrase for this game. What was it? Oh, yes. Good night and good luck, my honeys.